This is not a message about discipline. This is a message about decision. Many people believe they lack discipline. They say they cannot stay consistent. They say they lose focus. They say they know what to do, but do not follow through. And over time, that belief settles. I lack discipline. But what most people are experiencing is not lack of discipline. It is reopened decisions. Discipline is often framed as effort. Discipline is often framed as force. Discipline is often framed as control, the ability to act against resistance, to do what must be done, even when you don't feel like it. And so people attempt to become more disciplined. They push themselves. They override hesitation. They try to maintain consistency through effort. But effort cannot stabilize behavior if the decision itself is not stable. There is a moment before all of this, a moment where something was seen clearly, not loudly, not emotionally, but unmistakably. A quiet recognition. This matters. This is required. This is the direction. No confusion, no debate, just clarity. And then something happens. Not externally, it happens internally. The decision is revisited. Maybe not now. Maybe later. Maybe there is a better way. Maybe I should rethink this. And in this moment, something very precise occurs. The decision is no longer held. The decision is reopened. You see, when a decision is reopened, it loses its weight. Not immediately, but progressively. Each reconsideration weakens its structure. Each hesitation dissolves its authority. And what remains is not a decision. It is a discussion. And a discussion cannot produce consistency, because a discussion simply never ends. There is always another angle, another opinion, another perspective. And so action becomes unstable. And this happens not because the person is incapable, but because the foundation is no longer fixed. And so people conclude, I need more discipline. And then they just try harder. They create systems. They seek accountability. They apply pressure. But pressure cannot stabilize what has not been finalized. Because discipline is not force. Discipline is closure. It is closure on the moment something is no longer available for reconsideration. Not suppressed, not avoided, closed. You do not lack discipline. You are renegotiating decisions that were already clear. And each time that happens, authority weakens. Not dramatically, incrementally. Every reopened decision reintroduces uncertainty. Every reconsideration creates internal noise. Every hesitation dilutes clarity. And over time, trust erodes. Not the trust in your ability to act, no, but the trust in your ability to stand by what you see. There comes a point where something becomes non-negotiable, not because that something is forced, but because it is no longer questioned. No reconsideration, no return, no internal debate. Not rigid, not emotional, simply fine. When something becomes non-negotiable, effort reduces. And effort reduces not because action disappears, but because resistance has nowhere to attach. Because there is no argument left, only execution. This is not intensity. It is not pressure. It is not control. It is stability. What you are calling lack of discipline is often just the absence of closure. And when a decision is no longer reopened, discipline does not need to be forced. It remains.